Alright class, settle down, class is in session. Everyone get to your seats. Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome back to Don't Starve. Just gonna start up our morning by grabbing that bee box and running the heck away from it. So now that we've done that, we're gonna go basically one more day of checking on our rabbits. We've just about got ourselves a full complement of it. Once we've got this box full, we'll murder them all and summon Krampus again, hopefully. If we don't summon Krampus with that, we can always murder the pigmen, and that somehow helps in some intangible way. As you can see, all our boxes, though, are apparently empty right now. That will change in a few seconds once those rabbits wake up. Get in there. But for now, we're going to go check on our bird cage that we left way the heck up top. By the time we get back down, the rabbits should be in the boxes, and everything will be glorious. If they're not, then we could always run around with a boomerang like a screaming, raving maniac and just get them that way. But for now, let's do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, so I think I left my bird cage up north-ish somewhere in the rock field, so should be around up here somewhere. We'll find out, I guess. Chester, as you can see, got left behind, and I just don't really care. Sanity had to eat a bunch of those green mushrooms since I was at really quite low. I didn't want to slip into that point where I'm getting attacked by shadows. 69, perfectly safe though. You're fine here. As long as you're not trying to eat rabbits. If you're trying to eat rabbits, you know, you're boned. But here you see... Oh, good, perfect. It's a blackbird. Okay, that's the last one we're going to need. Welcome to the party, Chester. You're late. Yeah, this is why I don't actually find Chester quite that useful. He tends to lag behind a lot. And that's because I'm using the walking stick, but I pretty much get a walking stick every year, so... Or every playthrough. I think those fish people are keeping that spider's nest under control to a certain degree. I know that a big mob of fish people can actually take out the spider queen, so it's probably okay down there. Chester? And then he appears behind me. I don't even know. Okay. There we go. And hopefully some of these boxes will contain rabbits. Looks like we got at least one. Let's get on up here. Okay, perfect. Is that a level 3 now? No. Okay. And one more rabbit will do. Go put these in the boxes, take double stock of that. I'm pretty sure we've got enough now to summon Krampus. If not, we've got some ones and traps right over there. Line these all up nice in a row. Come on, Chester. Come over here. Actually, let's go put our bird in the bird cage. Prison it. There we go. And let's drop down our bird cage as well, just for the sake of it. And let's hope that this is enough to summon Krampus. Well, we've got our 10 Nightmare Fuel at the very least. We're getting quite a lot of Nightmare Fuel, in fact. Nightmare Fuel is a really useful thing. You can use it as a light source, you can use it to make advanced weapons and armor. So, you know, it's good to have some of it kicking around when you've got the chance. Can you hear that hissing getting louder? That means Krampus is on his way. We didn't have quite enough rabbits, so we're gonna murder these as well. looks like we have to murder more rabbits. Any Krampuses around? There we go. No sack again. That's fine though. It takes an awful lot of Krampuses before you get what you want out of them. I think it's like a 1% drop. But on a happier note, we have got 23 Nightmare Fuel, which is now enough to make a Shadow Manipulator. Going to be a very useful thing. Let's get back to base here. Start burning some beard hair. Let's light up both our fires actually. And let's get our living logs ready. What chest did I put those in? Oh, here they are. Charcoal in here as well for now. And do I need gold for this? Let's double check. Science. No, I need the purple gem. Well, I got a couple of those. I stole them from those bishops, so if you don't have purple gem from defeating the clockwork bishops, you can actually refine one using a blue and a red gem, so that's another alternative. Obviously I didn't need to here. I'm going to prototype this, and I'm going to build my Shadow Manipulator over by this base camp. Hold on one second. Okay, and we're back. So as you can see, Shadow Manipulator, it's not really science anymore, but it lets you build a few interesting things. For example, this magic tab really opens up once you've done that. I can make this thing called a dark sword, for instance, which requires a living log and some nightmare fuel. So let's build ourselves one of those. Now, this dark sword is the most powerful weapon in the game, but it does drain your sanity to use it. So do use it a little bit sparingly if you're going to get one. I'm not actually sure what my dog is barking about. I think he just sees someone outside. But, you know, it happens. So let's toss all that in there, make ourselves some food, and let's start putting away some of the stuff that we're not going to need. Living logs don't really have a purpose outside of building those nightmare-inducing swords, so I'm going to put that away there. I'm going to put this in here for now. I'm going to go run over to these other ones, throw another log on this fire, and let's look to see if we have any papyrus. We do have some papyrus, or some cut reeds rather, so let's make ourselves some of this paper while we're at it. Get back to the Shadow Manipulator. Let's grab our Nightmare Fuel. And build the other thing that we can get out of this, which is under, if I recall, magic. Oh, I need 3 papers, so we're going to have to go up to the awful place again. So our sanity is a bit better right now, but that's only because we've been eating well. Anyhow, let's head on up to the swamps once more. We need 1 more paper's worth of cut reeds, and while we're at it, we're just going to grab as many as we can to make the next thing out of that Shadow Manipulator. And that will be the armor set. It's also the strongest armor in the game. The problem is that, again, it drains your sanity to use it, so only use these things if you don't mind having your character go completely bonkers. Let's see here. Looks like those fish people are going to deal with that tentacle. I'll let them fight it while I run around here. Yeah, they completely decided gang up on it again. And, got thwacked by a tentacle, but as you can see, wearing my helmet, so it wasn't that bad. I'm going to need a new helmet relatively soon, but if I recall, I've got something like 4 pigskin still, so not a huge deal. And this will be, you know, a good, profitable journey into the cut reeds region. Yeah, that should be enough. Hold on. Okay, anyway. We've got enough cut reeds right now. Let's, well, always grab as many as you can while you're here, because you don't want to come back all that often. Anyway, now that I've got plenty of those, I can go back and make that nightmare armor, or whatever you want to call it. Our sanity is above 80, so we can't really get anything out of these rabbits anymore. Come on, Chester. So we're going to leave them be. We are, however, going to, again, take this moment of opportunity to go check out these beefalo, or qualiphant tracks. And looks like it's leading through the... looks like it's leading through the frogs, which is a bit unfortunate. Dangerous place to be. Let's see here. There it is. No real reason to take this, but we were running a little bit lower on fresh meat, and we did have 6 drying racks now. I'll probably expand that out to 8 pretty soon, but, you know, don't really need to worry about food right now too badly. Okay, let's use our Shadow Sword here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you can see, my sanity is going down pretty quickly. But, on the other hand, you can see how fast that dispatched that qualiphant. Really, really quick. I think it's like more than twice as much damage as the spear, but I'm not... don't quote me on that. It's quite a lot of damage regardless. Now, of course, the advantage of that is that it's relatively inexpensive to make. It's just one of those living logs that you're going to eventually accumulate a bunch of anyway. And some sanity fuel, which you can make anytime you want. Just have to go insane. Or nightmare fuel, or whatever it's called. There's Chester. So let's head on back home, get Chester up here. There we go. Still a level 2 spider den here, so I don't want to harvest that yet. I'm not really sure what schedule it's on, but whatever. Another thing to remember is that despite these being the highest tier sword in the game, it does have durability, so it will break. Even though it's just like a stick that you wield because you're insane, but it still breaks fairly quickly, 100 swings, so gotta watch out for that a little bit. Alright. Well, we're back in base. Let's go make ourselves that last piece of paper. Let's get cut reeds back in here. And let's build ourselves some magic. Okay, so this stuff is the night armor. As you can see, it takes up a whole bunch more nightmare fuel as well. And gives you that additional bit of boost in your armor. It's the best in the, well, it's tied with marble armor. The difference is that marble armor reduces your speed, and nightmare armor reduces your sanity. I'd rather have the reduction to sanity personally, because with the marble armor you can't really kite. I was looking for a red gem. Do I have a red gem? No, we're gonna have to wait for the summer wolves to come along. At which point I'll be able to show you potentially what that looks like. So, toss some food in our crock pot here, and we can start recovering our sanity now. So I'm going to eat all those mushrooms. I could make more taffy, but it's better to eat these first. Go. As you can see, our sanity is climbing up nice and high. Gonna want to use our less good meat here first, so let's take that out, put that in there. And yeah, we're never actually going to be able to finish all this food, but you know, it's good to have it around. Just cook up all of this, feed it to our bird. Let's get that guy directly there. Let's toss this in here, and hopefully this will keep long enough for me to feed my bird with it. Okay. There we go. Nice little pile of eggs. We're going to want to visit the Pig King relatively soon, were it not for the fact that I don't need gold right now. Let's eat this, though. Throw that in there. Ooh, this is all harvestable too. Perfect. Okay, now that that's done, let's go check one more thing here. I want to also build another light source. It's the night light. I'm not sure if this is, yeah, it's magic. I also need red gems for that, so I won't be able to make that quite yet. Hopefully those hounds will come pretty soon. That'll let me build some of the things that I want to build, assuming they drop the rubies. But if they don't, you know, that's fine too. Just means I'll have to wait a little bit longer. We're at that point where I might want to go grave digging. So let's consider that as something that we can do. I'm going to put this in here. Go away, go away, go away. Oops, I didn't get rid of it. Do I even have a torch? I don't. Let's build one. Okay, there we go. Got rid of that guy. Well, I guess that was entirely superfluous, but whatever. We're running out of nightmare fuel, actually. I was hoping that would stretch further, so I'm actually going to start harvesting these rabbit cages yet again. Just a little bit. Need to put some... Oh, I did have a torch. I'm crazy. Clearly. But, yeah, let's put some of this stuff away. I don't actually want to wear that nightmare armor anytime soon, so let's put that away, too. I think I have to go harvest my bee cages as well, so... Lots to do. Okay, perfect. We're also going to want to harvest some sticks pretty soon. Go. Let's put this in Chester as well here. Okay, there we go. And yeah, let's grab up these rabbits. Basically what I'm waiting for right now is for a summer hound wave to come along so I can show you how to defend against them, the difference between them and the winter wolves. The winter ones just deal extra damage. There's nothing too special about the blue ones. The important difference is the red ones, because they do tend to ruin people's bases, cause fires, and people will get caught off guard by it sometimes and lose a lot of valuable resources, especially if they're planting grass and twigs around their base, which, as you can see, I don't really believe in. I don't believe it's necessary to do it, so I typically don't. That's one of the things about living near a beefalo herd, though, is that you do by default live near grass, so you typically don't need to spend a lot of time planting grass and fertilizing it. You just go get the natural stuff that's relatively nearby you. This will be the last one we can grab for now. Let's go grab them and stuff them in the boxes. Once again, though, I'm going to have to wait till I go insane. I've got pretty good sanity right now. It's 119, so we're going to take a little while before we actually go insane enough to summon Krampus, or before summoning Krampus becomes worthwhile again. But still, I mean, you just sort of get the bunnies when you've got an opportunity, and I'm really expecting that hound wave to come pretty soon. They're supposed to be here like once every 10 days or so, or less. So the fact that one hasn't come yet is really kind of odd. I don't know. Alright. That's enough of that nonsense for now. It's not a whole heck else that I have to do right now. My base is pretty well established, as you can clearly see. I can even like re-harvest the honey that I just harvested this morning. It is probably not that bad of an idea, so, you know, at this point in time, it's mostly just keeping myself busy while I wait for certain events to happen. But once you get those hound wave attacks, I should mention, you can build a lot of nice things. That's the important thing about them. You know, I could go build, I suppose, a winter staff, but they're not that important, and I don't really like them, so probably won't. Because I do have blue gems, don't I? Yeah, I've got 4 blue gems. Let me just check something. Okay, well, we're going to try and speed this process up. We're going to hope for the best. We're going to go grave robbing. Another interesting thing to do when you've got a lot of sort of free time in this game. And... oh dear balls. Completely lost track of what I was talking about. But anyhow, we're gonna just go do a bit of light grave robbing, and the advantage to that is that, you know, sometimes you get lucky and there's red gems in those graves or whatever. Can't remember why there's baskets there. I think I was wiping out spiders' nests around here. Must have been. Anyway. Oh! Speak of the devil. I hear wolves. Finally. Okay, so once again, we're gonna run back to our base. And I'm going to show you how to fend these guys off using that sort of new trap system. Now, I haven't completed it yet. We're just going to add a few more to it while we're out here. Just going to pop that in there, drop Chester's eye bone over here, and run on over into our defensive fortification. Now, for this... Okay, hopefully that's enough with the interruptions. But as you can see, we're just going to toss some more of these rope coils up here. I think I've got enough logs as well, so I'm just gonna drop down some more tooth traps here. Oh, and here they come. Juking in between each and every one of my traps. Perfect. It doesn't look like there's any red wolves this time, but as you can see, it's just a matter of them running around and dying on the traps. Just reset them by right-click. And you're all set for another invasion. These do have durability, so if you take too long on this, they will eventually wear away, but that is a very long way down the road. Now, I'm completely out of grass here, so we're going to have to spend more days picking grass, but as you can see, that's how you deal with those using those traps, and as the game goes on, your trap field is going to get really more expansive, until the point where you've got dozens of those just all in a circle. It's very, very strong against pretty much anything. You can even lure the deer clops through it, and it'll do a pretty good job against them. That's actually how I killed my first tree guard, until I found out they were actually quite chumpish. Alright. Not really sure actually why I'm even picking these berry bushes out. I actually need to. But yeah, that was our wolf invasion. We'll have to go grave robbing anyway tomorrow, just because there was absolutely no red wolves in that invasion wave, which is good and bad. It means that you don't risk that fire that I was talking about, but on the other hand, what we were looking for was the red gems right now, so we'll definitely get one in the next invasion, but you never know when that's going to come. Get ourselves this ham. Let's just toss this rabbit in here for now. There we go. We're also going to start needing wood pretty soon again. I used quite a bit of it already, so I'm going to think about when we can get that done as well. I'm just going to throw this in here just so I can start getting rid of some of this food. Problem with building your stuff densely like I have is that sometimes, it's hard to click on the things in your inventory. When things are in the way of it a little bit, like this shadow manipulator is in front of that chest, but that's fine. Anyway, should be morning relatively soon. Until then, I'll see you as soon as day breaks once more. Welcome once again to morning. I'm just going to start off our day by harvesting these bee boxes. Not that much honey today. I should have waited a little longer. That's fine, though. Gets those bees out of there nice and early. But more importantly, today we're going to go grave robbing. So let's go get on with that right away. It's a busy day. We have a long way to walk, so I'm not going to shave. I think it fits the psychotic, crazy Wilson pretty well anyway, instead of being the typical clean-shaven scientist that he is at home. Well, actually, our sanity's looking fine, so this should be okay. Now, when digging graves, you always want a means to recover your sanity very quickly. And in our case, that's that nice tent that we have waiting back at home for us. Because you do lose sanity very quickly while you're digging up these graves. Got a couple up here. Blue gem, let's normally okay, but we've already got so many blue gems and we've got no red gems that that's not that great. And our sanity is dropping quite fast. Let's pick up that flower to try and compensate for that a little bit, but yeah, hopefully this will be a red gem. Nope, it's a ghost. Okay, I think that's all of the graves in that area, so yeah, not the best or most productive use of our time. I'm trying to remember if we've already raided the actual graveyard. I suspect we have, but I'll go back over the episodes and figure that out more definitively. A little bit of spider stuff here. Let's pick that up while we're here. I forget if there's anything in here. No. But yeah, running out of things really to do at this point in time, and that's in some ways a pretty good thing. I think I'll call the episode here, since I've accomplished pretty much everything I really needed to do very quickly, unfortunately, which means there's not much left to talk to you about. I could show you this other source of nightmare fuel, I suppose. That would be pretty useful. These are evil flowers. You sort of leave them around, since picking them does, as you can see, decrease your sanity, and it decreases it quite rapidly. But we're going to go to sleep tonight anyway, and I'm going to eat nothing but beef jerky, like plain beef jerky tonight for dinner. So, shouldn't be too bad. Dropped our sanity all the way down to 45, which is pretty bad, but, you know, 50, you know, the world's turned gray and dark and foreboding, but that's not too bad. Once again, we can no longer eat these rabbits. That's fine. I'm gonna head back into base, though. Get over to our shadow manipulator. Go to refine and nightmare fuel. And this is what you can make out of those dark petals. Pretty useful thing to know about if you absolutely cannot make these otherwise, but you know, not all that helpful in the long run, I suspect. Let's try and get one more. I'm trying to figure out where I would find more of those, honestly. I could go to Maxwell's biome, but that's not too useful, all in all. So, probably best if I just leave these in base. Okay. It is, however, a useful recipe to know, having your back pocket. Let's go check on that spider's nest, because I'm pretty sure by now the stupid thing's gotta be a level 3 spider's nest. If it's not, I'm gonna be deeply disappointed in the lack of confidence in those spiders. I'm very disappointed in these spiders. Alright. They're eating Chester, I don't really care. Chester regenerates health fairly quickly, so it's not a big deal. And even if he does die, he comes back after a day, so not a huge deal. But anyway, yeah, this is a shorter episode, but I'm running out of things that I really need to show you guys. Like, from the comments I've received so far, looks like you guys all know how to survive pretty much indefinitely at this point in time. So, you know, these things are just little tricks to make the game more interesting, to add some more content to it, which I think is pretty important. So, figuring out these things like how to build the shadow armor, how to build a shadow sword, you know, they're not useful things to know. I would never say that, you know, you needed a shadow sword. By the time you can get one, realistically, you're set against everything, even without it. So, all this stuff, it's just extra little fancy things that you can get that are fun. And, you know, maybe I'll show you how to build a full wall around your place. That's always an interesting thing to do, even though, again, completely useless. Completely bugger all useless. Let's go do this. funny thing about doing that is that if you get the bees to come out at night, they'll gather a bit of honey during that time of day where they normally would be idle. So you can also do that in winter. Actually, looks like they... No. I guess that's only during winter. Looks like they just go straight back into their holes right now. Anyway, let's get this fire on. Oops. Looks like I've got another set of beef jerky ready to go, so let's throw this honey in there. Let's grab this meat. Now we've still got a little bit of raw meat, but it looks like we're going to have to go catch some more pretty soon. Okay, so let's eat this. And the reason I'm eating this beef jerky without cooking it is because it gives you really good returns on your sanity, so it's a good way to fix that. Let's get in this tent right away. Our sanity, back up to 150. You know, everything's fine now. A lot of quick and easy ways to deal with a lot of these problems that you can sort of give yourself, so don't worry about your sanity too much. Let's toss that in there. Let's get actually, no, let's just put our football helmet on. Because we're going to kill these pigs, and then we're going to call it an episode. Okay, so we just have to wait till he sort of... There are certain kiting run animations that will let you kill him. Oops. Oh, that was sloppy. Okay. Killing pigs is annoying, but I do really want those helmets. There we go. Well, more meat. It's not too bad since I'm running out of raw meat to put on the racks. But let me show you another and more efficient way of doing this, since, you know, I think that adequately demonstrates what the problem with trying to kill these guys directly is. So, actually, even more efficient. Let's go with that. And we'll just use this spike area that we set up to kill hounds. You can see how much easier that is. So, it's a good way to turn something that we set up for defensive purposes into a sort of farming tool. And, you know, it's important that you drop Chester off before you do that, because otherwise they'll run through the spike traps and get killed. But when you've got that down, it's really great. Just easy way to kill all these pigmen. I mean, I can sort of expand out my pigman village now if I want to. Let's put these up here. And that is basically going to be everything we need to do for now. I think I've sort of shown everything that I want to show for now. I'm going to go up and mine some rocks, but that's not going to be interesting to anybody in particular, so let's go up and do that and call the video for what the hell happened up here. Alright, well, whatever. This has actually gone stale already. Anyway, that's going to be the video for now. I hope you found this informative, and I hope to see you all next time.